Welcome back to Trader UK, where we have another video for the 5-minute stocks playlist that you will now find on the channel. Today's company was actually suggested to me by Ola Awalola, or Ola Awalola. I don't know how to pronounce that one, but thank you for your suggestion anyway. Today's company is ILIKA. ILIKA are UK based, they are AIM listed, and they specialise in solid state batteries. These batteries are considered by most to be the future of battery technology. We do use them to some extent already, but it's still a relatively new technology. From what I can tell, they will simply replace most traditional lithium-ion batteries that we currently use. ILIKA lists the benefits of solid-state batteries as having a higher energy density, being smaller in terms of their size, they're about half the size. Fast charging, ILIKA's batteries charge 6 times faster than traditional batteries. Of course, it has huge application in the EV industry. Also considered to be safer, they're made from a ceramic material, less of a fire risk when compared to traditional lithium-ion batteries, which once ignited burn very intensely. And then finally, which will probably end up being the most useful feature, they can be recycled very easily. The traditional lithium-ion batteries have a toxic material, toxic liquid inside that you can't handle, whereas these are solid state and can be taken apart by hand without a problem. Now, ILIKA actually have 2 products here. Stereax, which are their micro batteries, which are used in IoT devices, Internet of Things. Basically anything that has a sensor in it often needs a battery to go along with it. They also get used in medical devices a lot and in consumer electronics as well. These are the batteries that they are producing and selling right now. These batteries are already used in all of those technologies I mentioned. Then they have their Goliath project, which are the large form batteries used in household appliances that are going cordless and more suited to electric vehicles as well. They have actually been working with Jaguar Land Rover, McLaren, Honda I believe as well, and they used to work with Toyota, who showed interest at an early stage when they were rolling out their Prius. I actually watched a video with the CEO of ILIKA, Graham Purdy. He suggested that these Stereax batteries, which are the small form batteries, they have a technology readiness level of 6 out of 10. So they actually produce 13,500 units a year on their pilot line at their own facility at the moment. But from the information I can find on the website and in a few different videos, the latest is that they're finalising details with third-party manufacturing facilities in Europe and North America, who will increase their production capacity 70-fold. That takes them from 13,500 units a year to just under 1 million units a year, so a massive increase. And if revenue increases equally, that would give them revenue of 170 or 180 million pounds per year, just from the Stereax lines. The Goliath project is at a lower technology readiness level, but they have a pre-pilot line facility in Hampshire where they actually produce the batteries. As far as I can tell, it's pretty much by hand and it's more for R&D purposes. But they're going to be moving to the Battery Industrialisation Centre in Coventry, which is a government-funded facility to fast-track battery technology in the UK. That facility has over £60 million worth of equipment, which will allow ILIKA to produce their first units for commercial use. So you can see here that as well as having a great product, the expansion to try and bring this product to mass market is already well underway. It's happening as we speak. Now let's take a quick look at the stock price and the recent performance. As you can imagine, and like any company working on battery technology at the moment, the stock price has really jumped in the last few months. Currently £2.22 a share, was trading at £2.70 a share, so it's pulled back about 20%. Market cap is listed as £280 million on turnover of £2.6 million. So it's valued about 100 times revenue or just over. Does that surprise me in this type of industry at the moment? Absolutely not. So I've spent a bit of time researching this company now. They actually have their own YouTube channel, which is really handy, and a lot of good explainer videos on their website, which I suggest you go and check out for yourself. But I just want to summarize some of the positives that I see for this company moving forward. First of all, the industry that they are operating in is very, very popular right now with investors, and it's only going to attract more attention as time goes on. Right place, right time. The company is also generating a revenue. It's not huge, 2.5 million or so, but from their Steriax line, that revenue looks set to increase substantially in the short term. And remember, QuantumScape, who are the company backed by Bill Gates that operate in the same space as this one, that has a market valuation of $20 billion or just under, and it doesn't generate any revenue whatsoever. So by comparison, this looks like a good deal here. I also think that the fact this is UK based, which I don't normally like for technology-based companies, I think that's good on this occasion for the company and for us as investors. First of all, if this was US-based, the valuation would be a lot higher. So it's given us an opportunity here. And then the UK really seem to be throwing everything at battery technology. With Brexit, the UK is not attracting any foreign investment, any. So they're looking to UK firms to lead the way on this. They get the usual generous R&D tax credits that they can write off. They get government grants. This company have received £5 million or so of government grants for the Goliath project. And they now have this BIC centre in Coventry to help these battery technology companies get their product to market much quicker. So you might argue that the UK is the right place to be at the moment. What about the negatives? Well, however you look at it, there has been a big run up on the stock price recently, so you could argue that it's gotten a bit ahead of itself, a bit carried away. Of course, it's always nice if you can get it cheaper, but if this company ends up with a valuation similar to QuantumScape, are you going to be worried that you bought in at 250 instead of 220? I doubt it. Also, at the moment, it's not a very liquid stock to hold. You'll see the share price change once or twice a day, and orders often take a while to get filled, but I believe that will change over time as this starts to attract more and more attention. So overall, I think this is a great play. I do not think that it's for the faint-hearted. It wouldn't surprise me at all if tomorrow the stock drops 20 or 30%. But in terms of the upside potential that we can see here, this definitely has a place in my portfolio. Anybody who is holding this one, or anybody who knows a little bit more about this company, ILIKA, I would be very interested to hear from you down in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.